Hello YouTube, Corey Tucholsky here. I came over to a nice quiet house away from the chaos and mess that is the house with my children in it. And on my way I stopped at Barnes & Noble because, hey, who doesn't love a good book? And I found something much better instead. I found the Box of Adventure. Number 1, The Valley of Peril, from Loke Battle Mats. These are the people who brought you the nice battle mats in the books. And this is a box set. $32, Barnes & Noble. I figured, hey, I can't beat it. I'm going to grab it and review it on the channel. So check it out together. Let's see if this will extend my already vast collection of dungeon tiles from Wizards of the Coast. Because, hey, my Dungeons & Dragons games, when I DM them, are a little bit like board games, let's face it. I love my battle mats and I love my miniatures. So I wish I had more money for miniatures and more time to paint. But why not? So check it out. So come on, let's check it out together and see what we got. All right, here is the external packaging of Box of Adventure RPG maps and tokens. So this is number 1, The Valley of Peril, which indicates to me, of course, there's going to be more of these, or perhaps there already is more of these. That I will have to look into. This, right here, is intriguing. Free digital copy. So I'm going to have to take a look at the digital copy, and I have a feeling it's going to be for a VTT situation. However, I have another more creative use for it, and I'll see if I can do that when I actually dig into the digital copy. Right now, we see that the box comes shrink wrapped. It's pretty good thickness here, so it looks like there's a lot of maps and stuff, so we're going to have to open this up and get inside and see. I'm going to take over the back, and this is what kind of attracted me to it. So it looks like they've actually put 4 of these together. The insistence here is that they are modular. And so once I dig in, I'm going to kind of see, because I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. And then, of course, they've got sheets of tokens as well, which I like. 300 plus cutout tokens of monsters, adversaries, and different terrain. And there is 24. It says modular. We're going to check that out when I get in here. 11 by 17 maps. I don't know why I'm kind of doubting the modular thing on the maps already just from the image on the back, but I'm going to have to dive in there and see exactly what they have. I'm particularly curious about the monster tokens, so if you're ready to open, come on, join me back down on the floor. Let's see what we got. It was actually kind of tricky to open this thing up because it looks like it's a solid box and I couldn't figure it out. So when it's so if you do buy this product, when it comes to you, on this end right here, this lifts up and then it opens, and then the whole thing will just drop right open like that. Your adventure starts here. And then you have kind of an index of the maps that are available, including the codes for the digital copy right there. Alright, well, these are the maps that come with it. It looks like, kind of unfold them like so, and they form a little encounter area that you can set up any way you want. And each one has multiple sides. If anyone remembers, this is really evocative of the old Hero Quest board game. I noticed that when I was looking at the index. I just thought that was actually kind of cool. And then we have this map, which is going to be the exact same thing. Open it up. Wider wilderness encounter area. And then part of a dungeon right here. So it looks like each one has kind of indoor and outdoor sections. Boy, this is really evocative of that old Hero Quest board game. Is anyone else remembering this? Seriously, this is exactly what I think of. The old nostalgic Hero Quest board game. And then, if I am looking at this right, it looks like... Oh, sorry, I got kind of crazy with my camera here for a minute. If I'm getting this right, it looks like... we can kind of join these together to form one big map area. And then we'll bring in this next one here. And yep. So that is modular. I can fit it together multiple ways. So what I'm kind of eyeballing here is that kind of forms a continuous road. It looks like this was actually the way this was meant to fit together, like so. And then up here, you can, looks like, there's still the road, kind of like that. So when you form that, I'll kind of zoom out here so we can get a better look. This just doesn't want to focus on mine today. It actually looks like that was the intent for how the map should be set up, which gives you a very wide wilderness area. So that is pretty cool, and it looks like you could probably arrange this a few different ways. So let's test that out real fast. Yeah, that limited modularity that I had suspected from the back of the box is already coming into play. You can see there was a lot of ways I was able to fit the wilderness tiles together, but there's only so many ways those dungeon tiles actually fit together. And that, I don't know how much that's going to limit you on your gameplay and your imagination. I know I have a really good imagination. Looks like all my kids inherited it from me too. So I don't think that's going to be a big problem for me, and I still loving the artwork so far. So I'm gonna go ahead back down here to the floor, and we're gonna continue looking through and see what some of the other dungeon tiles are. So continuing with my pile of tiles, it looks like next we have next we have the caves. These look interesting. Yep. And last but not least, that one. And I'm guessing as we turn these over, we are going to see some ruins. Oh, that looks interesting. Hang on, let me see this. This might be fun to put kind of a lost city together. Now this looks like it's actually going to fit with the previous one, so we're just going to watch this. Use that one since it happened to be one of my favorites. And we can see that it forms perfect kind of entrance into that lost city that you have right there. I'm geeking, I love lost cities. Alright, normally I do, like, a few of these, but honestly, I'm not that impressed with the caves. Like, I think they'll probably be good at some point during gameplay. What I wish is I was in a position here to kind of augment these a little bit with the dungeon tiles I already have. But unfortunately, I'm in a completely different location from where my dungeon tiles are normally located. but I'll probably post a few of those later. I'm kind of curious to see if they'll work really well. And next, it looks like we have kind of these Homestead Tiles. This is Farmhouse / Stable. We've got wide open plains right there. I can never get enough of those, honestly. Campsite. Okay, already I like this one a lot because the Dungeons and Dragons map tiles, while it was a little bit more modular than this, they had smoke coming out of the fire. So what happens if you have a dead fire? No one wants to talk about that. And I think this is all part of that old homestead, as it were. Yep. This is all the old homestead. And then the other side are the barren hills. Now, we really missed one here. I can already tell they really missed something here. I'm sorry, I know it's my personal problem, but I'm starting to burn up here because I can't really have the air conditioning on too loudly because of filming here, but starting to get there. Now, they really missed something here, and this is kind of a point. This is where I'm going to have to dive in right now and get a little bit annoyed, because they should have put the barren hills not on... They should have put the barren hills on something different that it wouldn't have mixed well with. The barren hills, the old homestead, and those exterior plains could mix really well together, so they should be on the opposite side of any indoor tiles, not the other, and not have two outdoor tiles on the opposite side of each other, because now I can't mix and match them. Oh, that was really annoying. Like, that honestly is the biggest... That honestly is coming into my biggest problem with this so far. I mean, don't get me wrong, overall I like this product and I'm happy with it so far. I'm kind of really irritated that the Barren Hills and the old Homestead, which would have mixed well together, are opposite each other. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm going to go ahead and eschew the normal... mixing and matching on those last two to just kind of get into the home stretch here. So we have 3 maps that are kind of just, and they are indeed reversible. So we have what appears to be, oh, I see. Those actually, we can cut those out. Those actually, we got a throne and a slab, a broken down wagon, giant fire, and of course the railroad tracks, and then that pit. So we have, and then, yeah, those are terrain pieces that looks like we can cut out. We have rooftops that looks like will be the same type of thing. So I've got two things of rooftops. And the inside, that looks like, or on the opposite side, I should say, it looks like we have the interior of whatever house that would be. We've got ladders coming up and down. All right, I can see that. Yep, and then trapdoors on that side. And so over here, this looks like it's one big piece, like it's one big home. And then on the other side, tavern. Got a couple of rooms and a fire here. That looks like a danger zone right there. Can't really tell what that is. Going down a mine into poison gas. Oh yeah, see, you can go down this mine. And they do have flavor tiles for making a mine. The spilled gold, those steps, and then the mine cars. So then I'm guessing when I flip this over, I'm going to see rooftop tents. Well, that's kind of a chieftain's tent. And like something half buried in the sand, so those must be. And then this was the cave entrance, so that would probably at least pair somewhat with the caves that we already saw. And on the other side would be the map of the tavern. And now we come to the tokens. A large size bat. just what we don't want, right? And they're reversible. That one would be that one here, 97. And reverse it. And it's a different one, 96, so they actually are reversible. No guidelines to cut there, so you are you are absolutely on your own. Evil trees. Why not? Evil trees. It's a Dungeons and Dragons game. We can do whatever we want, right? It's like giants, medium and large wolves. Different creatures of that sort. Of course, we have bears on the other side, because why not? And that's a minotaur. A couple different minotaurs, it looks like. Definitely giants. And we're starting into the dragons, because you can't have a Dungeons and Dragons game without the dragons. Snake, hydra. Alright, looking good here, guys. Looking good. I like the tokens. I do. Those are my favorite part, I think. Okay, in conclusion, the Box of Adventure is a great product. The artwork is terrific. It's on par with anything from Wizards of the Coast. I really need to look yet and check and see how it looks together with the Wizards of the Coast products, but it should be pretty good. The size and the scale looks pretty good. So I'm going to guess that that's going to look great, and it will be able to extend my already vast collection of dungeon tiles that I never get to use because I play Dungeons & Dragons once every century. But anyway, that aside, I would recommend buying it for you, especially if you get to play Dungeons & Dragons more than I do, because you'll actually get to use it. So check in the description. I will have my affiliate links to the product, and like I said, check it out. It's a great product. Definite 4 stars out of 5 overall. Really enjoyed it. My only complaints we already discussed, which was the fact that the barren hills should not have gone on the back of the old homestead, because the 2 tiles would have been excellent and compatible with each other. So if you're liking this content so far, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell so you get notified of all new content, and visit my website, www.dadoftherings.com, and make sure you sign up for my email list so you can keep abreast of everything I'm doing. Peace out, guys. Have a wonderful day.